Hi, my name is Debbie Pask, and I wanted to talk to you about how to manage your energy day to day as a teenager or as a younger person in this crazy world of energy that we're all swimming around in. Here we are as a human in a three-dimensional body. We're in an energetic source field. We know now that our body's made up of sound and energy and light, and we're sensitive to those different things. We have some sort of auric field and auric layer around us of energy. And we know this because, NASA photographed it, or the Curlian photography was the first one to start photographing our layers of energy around us. And as kids or as young teens growing up, we have different ways that we interpret and sense the world. So we have a kinesthetic way of doing that, which is we feel our way through the world. So you might have heard the term empath. You've obviously probably heard empathy, but if you've heard the word or coined the word empath, that relates to someone that's highly kinesthetic, and that means that they feel emotions strongly, or they're very affected by the news or negative media or other people's energy. We also can be very visual. Visual means we sort of see in images and we feel like we tune in that way. So it's much more about images and stories and sort of almost like a movie in your head. And then we have an auditory sense. We hear things, and I don't mean just physically hearing, I mean we sort of hear truth or hear stuff being said, and it goes in on a deeper level. So we've got this auric field, and as we're sensing the world around us, things can come in and affect our auric field. So for example, other people, especially people at school or friends at school, their energy can start to come into your energy when you're at school. So if you're a young person, a young teen or a younger person, and you're not aware of your energy boundaries, you can have their feelings like gritty bits kind of caught up into your energy field. The task is to learn how to manage this field so that you know what's your stuff and not your stuff. So, yep, I own that I'm feeling sad about something or angry or anxious, but I don't take on my friend's anxiety or my teacher's anger or anything that's around me, and learning to navigate that. And the simplest way to do that is to sort of say, wow, I didn't go to school feeling anxious, and now I'm feeling anxious after hanging out with my friends. Do you think that could be your friends or you? And start to kind of really figure out where you stop and they start. The other thing that people can do is they can project judgment or stuff at you. So if someone's teasing you or bullying you or starting to project their own issues and calling you something or judging what you're doing, in my mind, that's always a projection of their own stuff. So if someone's starting to call you names or say negative things about you, 99.9% of the time, it's because they're feeling that and they're just dumping it on you. So when you hear those things, it can be hard, but it's about you just going, actually, if someone's calling me that, that's what they think about themselves. I'll hand that back. And you literally say, I send it back to you. And then that's the words. I don't take that on. What we're not taught, that a lot of indigenous tribes teach, is that our intention is powerful. We're like these little spirits walking around in a body. We're not plugged into a wall, we're animated, we're alive. And I think that what people do is they don't realize that we're this incredible kind of being of light, and something's pumping our heart 100 gallons a minute around our body, and something's animating us. We're our own little power unit that's walking around, and we get to decide ultimately what we want to take on or not. So understanding this real power and saying, I don't take that on, or I give that back to you, or whatever you say is going back, that's actually a powerful thing. So you have to get used to having a clear intention and actually deciding what you will and won't accept into this energy field. You're going to go to places, you're going to go to people's houses, you're going to go to shopping malls, you're going to go to school, you're going to go to camp. These places where you go, like we said, everything is energy. So there's thought forms and energies that can linger around in these places. So if you've got maybe it's the school principal's office where there's always kids getting in trouble, that's going to have anxious thought energy in there. Or shopping malls have lots of stress of quick, I've got to rush in and rush out, or people are dumping their thoughts and their energy everywhere. And so when you go to these places, you got to be mindful that, when you go there, don't allow that to infiltrate your space. So what you need to be able to do is have what I call, apart from intention, you've got to have a little ritual that says, how can I wash that out of my energy when I've left that place? I don't want to take that with me. How do I wash it out of my energy? So There's loads of things you can do. You can imagine a shower washing it off you, like a virtual shower, or you can imagine getting a big sieve and sieving it out of you, and or you can imagine a blast of sunlight just drying out all the gunk in your body. It's really important that you use a little cleansing ritual and an intention. Anything that's outside of you, there's nothing that's more important than your own feelings and your own intuition and your own respect for yourself. So whilst you might have to play by the physical rules of school or church or what your teachers say, ultimately you have to own the fact that you are the most powerful and the most confident version of you. No one's going to be able to give you that instruction to say that you're powerful, that you're confident. Only you can tell yourself that. You don't have to rely on anyone else to make you amazing or great or perfect or confident. You drive that. You're the internal driver of your own reality and how you feel about yourself. So it's really about you deciding what you want to believe about yourself, which is kind of an advanced topic to talk about. But the more you realize that nothing outside of you can make you feel powerful but you, the quicker you start to strengthen this auric field. And instead of it being holy where things can get in, you start to have this beautiful, solid, strong way forward. So you have to believe that you're powerful. You have to believe that you have command. You have to believe that you know what you're great at and you know who you are, and that you make decisions responsibly and ethically for yourself, albeit playing with within the rules of society and school and life and your parents. So that's a bit of a 101 on how to manage your energy. I hope this was helpful, and let me know if you've got any questions. Thank you.